freedom of navigation at sea, the remuneration of seafarers and dock workers, the protection of our marine environment, the safety of life at sea, the mitigation of maritime crimes, all ultimately towards harnessing all of the resources embedded in our waters and the possibilities of ocean transportation. All these and more represent the core duties, the core responsibilities, and as we say, the core mandates of any maritime administration. Hello and welcome. It's NIMASA This Week, the voice of maritime, brought to you by the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency. Indeed, NIMASA is Nigeria's maritime administration, and all of those responsibilities I just outlined fall squarely on the shoulders of NIMASA. My name is Ubangisen, and it's my pleasure to be your guide on this voyage.
My name is Chief Dr. George Moralo.
Senator Binta Masi Garba.
Is Rollins McFoy, the President of Women in Maritime Nigeria.
You are watching NIMASA This Week.
You are watching NIMASA This Week.
NIMASA This Week, the voice of maritime.
The voice of maritime.
The voice of the maritime industry.
The voice of the maritime.
NIMASA This Week, the voice of maritime, showing on these stations.
Welcome back. It's still NIMASA This Week, the voice of maritime. On today's episode of the program, as always, we let you in to the Director General's diary. We'll also serve you the second installment of the Deep Blue Special, getting to know a bit more about what the Deep Blue project is about. As I call it, we go into the belly of the beast to fully understand the mechanics and the workings of the Deep Blue project, as well as our other regulars. So if you're ready, it's anchors away.
Our world-class Maritime Experience Center is now live, announcing Maritime Stakeholders Experience Contact Center, MSECC, where you'll get simple, fast, and tailored solutions to all your maritime challenges on maritime safety, maritime labor, marine pollution, search and rescue, cabotage issues, ship registration, training and certification, and other maritime-related issues. Contact us via the polling channels 23401-630-9590. Email us at contactcenter@nimasa.gov.ng, info@nimasa.gov.ng. Chat with us www.nimasa.gov.ng and on Facebook at NIMASA Official. Let's resolve all your maritime related issues. The Director General of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, Dr. Bashir Jamo, has expressed the ongoing efforts of the agency to ensure cleaner waterways in and around Nigeria. The DG made this known during a courtesy visit by the Nigerian Climate Innovation Center at the agency's headquarters in Lagos. The NIMASA DG reiterated that the agency developed the Marine Litter Action Plan to tackle marine pollution and litter in the Nigerian waterways, and have been working closely with the relevant stakeholders that have the responsibility of eliminating debris and marine litter.
So we cannot fold our hands and watch such things happening without interventions. So we do intervene from time to time, and that is why we deploy Marine Litter Action Plan. And when we developed that Marine Litter Action Plan, we didn't develop it only as an agency. We tried to bring together the stakeholders that have the responsibility to ensure the elimination of such marine litters and debris in our own territorial waters. So we developed that action plan together. We tried to get their buy-in, and we ensure that we comply with the international best practices in terms of removal. That's number one. Number two, every year we provide budget standard for us to make sure that we address the issue of the removal of marine litters, debris, as well as water hyacinth. Now, from this year, 2022, what we intend to do even is the sustainability of such removal. And this is, I think, where you may be able to come in, because our intention is that we will have to get probably maybe a dedicated companies that specializes in removing such debris and converting the debris from waste to wealth. From waste to wealth. These are something that we throw it away. But today, the technology brought about equipments that can go and move around the coastal waters, territorial waters, remove those debris, and then convert it, just like the way you see the land garbage being sorted out, bottle in different place, the cans in different place, the rubbers in different place, and you take it to the different industry that, melt those debris and convert it into another useful things. So what we intend to do is to divide Nigeria into 4 zones. Badagry, Tunkan Island axis, Lagos zone, which we call it Western zone, and then we have Eastern zone, we have Central zone. Now, the 3 zones plus the Lagos Badagry axis will now dedicate a company for a period of, like, say, 2 to 3 years. Their duty every morning, just like the way some countries have sweeping vehicles. Early morning, they move to the street, the vehicles sweep the streets, remove all the garbage, and you wake up in the morning, you find the place clean. So that's our intention, to see that we have a cleaner ocean.
The head of business development and innovation, Mr. Adamu Garba, discussed their organization's plans regarding the issue of marine litter in Nigeria, adding that in every square mile of the ocean, there are plastic debris that takes about 300 to 400 years to decompose.
Through the German Ministry of Environment, we were contacted to drive a project which speaks to the elimination of marine litter. So what we do as an organization is we look at like minds within the public sector, and we saw NIMASA as an organization that thrives to achieve this mandate as well. I understand sometime last year when I did a little bit of research, I know that NIMASA in itself has launched a program around marine litter. So this is basically what we want to achieve with this project. As experts have already extended facts that in every square mile of the ocean, there are plastic debris, which takes about 300 to 400 years for these debris to decompose. And that threatens the marine ecosystem and the blue economy in its entirety.
Garber noted that the Nigerian Climate Innovation Center sensitized the general public about marine litter and the dangers it poses to the ecosystem. He also stated that NCIC has worked with entrepreneurs who work with water hyacinth and converting it into amazing products.
Having forums and informing people about, or the public about, the effects of marine litter and how marine litter can actually somehow be an opportunity if being transformed and if the potential is driven towards, that aspect. We have worked with entrepreneurs who work with water hyacinth and converting, water hyacinth into amazing products.
DG encouraged the NCIC team to take the necessary steps to partner with the agency in their efforts to clear marine litter, and also mentioned that he is looking forward to a cordial working relationship with them.
However, I would like to appreciate your visit. I think your visit is opening door for us now to understand more, ask questions and answer the questions, see what responsibility you have and where the responsibility stop and where our own responsibility should begin.
The Director General of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, Dr. Bashir Jamo, has attributed a decline in piracy on Nigeria waters and the Gulf of Guinea to teamwork between government entities and stakeholders within and outside the country. The DG made this known during a courtesy visit by the management of the Tel Communications Limited, the publishers of Tel Magazine, at the agency's headquarters in Lagos. The NIMASA boss said the good works of the agency as manifested in the interagency and international collaboration against piracy and other maritime offenses, resulting in an all-time reduction in vessel and crew attacks, will be redoubled. The NIMASA helmsman also noted that the agency is focusing on creating awareness while also seeking the international community's support for the review of the high freight rates occasioned by the war risk insurance. Explaining the mission for the visit, the president of Tel Communications, Mr. Nusa Igebo, who was also accompanied by Mr. Onome Osifo Whiskey, commended NIMASA as one of the few agencies of government currently showing tangible results in terms of accomplishments within its sector, and while encouraging continued media engagement for national awareness. Dr. Jamo welcomed the visitors' media collaboration while also urging the management of Tel Communications to report news in a candid and unbiased manner in order to educate the general public about the gains of the maritime sector.
The special mission aircraft in particular, what is its role?
His role is to get with his special mission equipment to each and every location that we suspect that something wrong is going on.
So that is our eye in the sky, and the special mission aircrafts are manned and operated by the Nigerian Air Force, a critical component in the entire Deep Blue arsenal. All right, Tal, tell us about the special mission helicopters.
You have 3 special mission helicopters. They are playing a very important role in the game. One is, first of all, to carry forces. We have special forces, which we call the MSU. They are very well trained and very well equipped. You need to carry them fast as possible from one operation to another operation, from one area to another area, Tomorrow they can be in Cross River. Tomorrow they will do operation in Lagos or in Bonny or in Brass or wherever is there. So this is why you need them to be available for you. They can land anywhere and they can run operation. Those helicopters have the capacity to do fast drop for those special forces and all that. Another thing is for search and rescue. Don't forget that NIMASA is an organization, government organization, that officially needs to be able to give search and rescue capabilities to, in case that you have any kind of situation, those forces can help. And we did it before to some vessels that had issues on the water, and it worked very well. Right? Is also giving you some points again in those international organizations that are giving you rates in the end of the day.
Because the IMO
exactly
looks at our ability to
because they have a list that they check. Do you have search and rescue capacity? Yes or no, as an organization? Now the answer is yes. So when you click all of these action items, you get rated much better than what you used to be before.
Absolutely. Then we have SMV, the Special Mission Vessels. We have two of those.
You have two special mission vessels in the Deep Blue project, of course manned by the Navy. The Navy is doing an amazing job in this project. We have trained them outside Nigeria. They came back. We've trained them in Nigeria in those operational terrains. Not only for the vessels, for each and every asset. And those vessels has all the necessary equipment, including, just like the aircraft, to take evidence of any illegal activity.
At sea now?
At sea, during the day and during the night. Of course, is a very sophisticated vessel that is saving a lot of diesel, can stay at sea for more than 35 days with all the necessary observation systems, radar system, communication system, and any information that you can see in the aircraft is immediately go down to the command and control center that we have on those vessels. Of course, any information that you can see in the C4I at the vessel, you can also see at the C4I at land. So everybody and everything and each and every asset in the project is connected one to each other. The same thing is for the fast patrol interceptors that can fly 55 knots.
The special mission vessels have helipads,
Yes.
from which possibly the special mission helicopters can deploy.
Of course. And the special mission vessel can deploy different kind of operations, because number one, you can use the UAVs, that's the unmanned vehicles,
which we are coming to.
Yes, from the vessel to the air. It means that if the vessel is moving forward to investigate a specific target, but the vessels, all vessels in the world, are moving a little bit slow, right? 22 knots, 24 knots, or less than that. Then the UAV can go further and give a lot of intelligence and information on those targets to the vessel itself. Meanwhile, you can land forces on the vessel for a briefing and then send them out for operation, either with the helicopters for fast drop operations or with the fast interceptors that you have on the vessels as well. So you can use your capacity, or you can use your assets, you can use your tools in order to run almost each and every special operation that you want to work.
So the special mission vessel can be a launch pad for various operations and various activities.
Exactly. We can talk about the vehicles and the interceptor boats as one.
As one, okay.
Because what you need to understand, or what Nigerians need to understand, is that each and every illegal activity on the water will always start and end from the land. Well, this is why the Deep Blue project has a very strong capacity on the land, with armed vehicles that can maneuver wherever you want in those areas, and you have the fast interceptors that can fly more than 55 knots, extremely very fast and strong machine. Now both of them together,
those interceptors,
yes.
In terms of deployment and in terms of capacity, how much personnel can they take for interdiction purposes?
Each and every interceptor has the driver, has the commander, and then you have the unit. The force itself can be 12 well-trained personnel with the officer on the way to operation.
Armed as well?
Of course, and we have 17 of them. So basically you can run any kind or any size of operation if you want, if this is what you want, and you can be very effective on those necessary areas.
Fantastic.
Both the vehicles and the interceptors are used by very well-trained personnel, right? We've trained the drivers for the vehicles, we've trained the drivers for the fast interceptors, and we've trained the special force that is sitting on them. So they have all the necessary equipment. I don't want to mention to give too much information, but they have all the necessary equipment and they are equipped like any other special force, worldwide, international standard, and they can perform any kind of special activity.
Okay, we have our UAVs. You mentioned that earlier on.
Yes,
deployed.
UAVs you can deploy it from the land, you can deploy it from the sea. Basically, it is just a strong tool to give you a lot of real-time intelligence up to 100 kilometers ahead of you and can stay there for more than 10 hours. So during any kind of operation, the UAVs can give you cover from up.
So here we see some illustration. Can you explain to us, operationally, using this example?
If you have any kind of a vessel or any kind of activity that the Deep Blue commander is suspecting, he can use his tools. It can be from aircraft to helicopters, from vessels to fast patrol boats or armed vehicles on the land. All of these tools will help him to run different kind of operation on those illegal activity. And all the tools or all our assets are connected between themselves by visuals, by communication, by satellite communications. So everybody is talking with everybody. When the vehicle is on land, is getting pictures from the air. When the aircraft is in the air, is getting pictures from the land, and everybody is working together in collaboration with a lot of intelligence and technology in order to execute state-of-the-art operation. And this is what the Deep Blue project is all about.
Introducing the NIMASA Distress Response Call Lines for all maritime stakeholders, ship owners, seafarers, ship captains. Whatever your challenge or distress in the Nigerian maritime domain, please call 0803 0685 167, 0708 0005 956, 0700 0700 010. If you can't reach us on these lines, please call 0700 0700 020, 0700 0700 030. Also via VHF Radio Channel 16. Call and NIMASA will respond.
Welcome back. It's still NIMASA this week, the voice of maritime, and we go straight to the social media environment to find out what conversations are currently trending in the Nigerian maritime industry. You can continue the conversation with the DG at Jamo Bashir, that's on Twitter, as well as at NIMASA Official on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Not forgetting that our 60-second maritime challenge is still on. We've begun to receive your videos, and I can tell you, people are saying very interesting and exciting things about what it means for Nigeria to be a maritime nation. You can't afford to miss out because the prizes will soon be announced, and I can tell you, it's going to be big. For those of you with business interest in the Nigerian maritime space, remember to make the NIMASA official website currently displaying on your screen your first port of call, so you don't run foul of any of the rules and regulations, because the maritime industry is heavily regulated. Thank you for sailing with us on this voyage of nautical awareness, and we hope it has been an enlightening experience for you on the workings of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency. We urge you to continue to increase your knowledge as the never-ending sea. My name is Ubong Essien. Until I see you next time, I'm asking you to stay on course. Bye-bye.